And I think I'm live. What's going on, guys? My name is MrHurriicane, and I'm back with some Madden Ultimate Team today. I just got done streaming Don't Starve over on the PlayStation 4, doing the direct PS4 to Twitch streaming. I'm not sure if it even archived. I forgot to even check. But we're going to be going here on Madden Ultimate Team in just a second. I went, wow, 1-5. I forgot all about that. 1 second here. I got to make sure I got everything muted and whatnot. Turn off the speaker. That's what I usually do. That's right. 1 second while I get this last setup going here. But I remember last time I streamed Ultimate Team now, it was really rough. I think it was 3 straight losses. And I've had 5 straight in this season. And I'm currently, facing possible level demotion if I don't win 3 out of my next 4. And I got a rebound, so hopefully today I can get back on track and make the most out of this season, go 5-5, probably knocked out of the playoffs. I think I got to get at least 6 wins, but I would like to not get demoted from Pro First String. But I'll go over the lineups quick, show you guys my roster. I haven't done much since that last stream, if anything, and I'm not sure if I'm still getting those packs every month or every week. I am. Thank you. Maybe you gave me something nice. Probably not, but we'll find out. 1 sec, guys, while I link this out. I think I've already linked to the Twitter. So I should be good to go while this fills back up after the Don't Starve stream. And we'll be playing some Ultimate Team, probably 2 games. And we'll see how things go today. So how are you guys doing? Let me know in the comment section. Oh yeah, Chris, I know you like the shirt. I know you like it. I'm sorry about your team. The National Championship was a really good game to watch, though. Much better than last year's, I'll take that. So just go into the playoffs and move up to the next class. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Oh, yeah, maybe that's why it's not getting as... I still have this called Don't Starve. Let me edit this. I've come very prepared today, as you can see. Let's see, update that. No longer playing Don't Starve. One of these days I'll figure out how to get everything done ahead of time. I had to update my XSplit software to close a bunch of things down and then let it update, so I think we're good to go now, though. It says Madden 25 Ultimate Team. I'm not even going to put the space in there between Madden and 25. Maybe I'll fix that. Yeah, a little space. Anyway, I'm going to show you guys my roster here, and then I'll open those packs and we'll play. Kane letting his hair grow to deal with the cold weather. It's more of procrastinating to cut it. I've debated trying to cut it myself. But I'm not sure if there's a risk of me screwing up. I mean, I usually just cut it short, and I don't think you could really screw that up. I really don't think so. No, it's really long, though. I gotta get a haircut really bad. This is really long for me. But, here you can see my offense. My O-line's starting to get a little dated as far as the ratings go. I mean, I was doing well at this line back when I was playing worse opponents, but that's not the case so much anymore. Receivers, love my receiving core. Patterson, Cruz, Gates, Locker, still quarterback. On the defensive front, Chris Long and Robert Quinn, Nick Fairley. Might like to upgrade Broderick Bunkley here soon. And the linebacker core, I'm not sure why I start Chad Greenway. I think it's just with a chemistry boost, which is nice. And then the secondary, Tremaine Brock, Kerry Williams, Ladarius Webb, Jarius Byrd, and Earl Thomas. Live stream you cutting your hair, you get so many viewers. I don't know. I'm not really big in the hair cutting market. Maybe that's next. My hair grows fast. We could do one every month. I had the best Bro Pack opening ever. I got a 92 overall cornerback, sold it for over 50K. It was my second Pro Pack of the game. See, that's pretty good. I'm not getting those kind of packs. I got good packs in NCAA, and my luck did not transfer over to Madden. I've had terrible luck. But perhaps it's a thing of the past. This is the first pack of mine in 2014, so we'll see if we have something new. Well, so far, Corey Redding, Road to the playoffs. I'm not going to get any use out of this. DeMarcus Ware. Not going to get any use out of that either. My ends are good. Quentin Carter. Contract extension. Chris Givens from the St. Louis Rams. Ronnie Brown. Is this good? Is that good? It's a Ronnie Brown collectible. That's got to be good. And CenturyLink. I like CenturyLink. I need that. I need that. What is the Ronnie Brown collectible? That is what I need to know. That's pack 1. Sell it. Sell it. I'll look it up. And now pack number 2. Give me that Elite Adrian. Elite Adrian. Here we go. I would like myself the Elite Adrian Peterson. Stephen Tulloch. Charlie Johnson. Contract. Shea McClellan. I'm running out of room. I can have one more card. Come on. Tyron Smith. Okay, I see you, Madden. Starting to give me some better cards. I gotta make some room, though. And the Tyron Smith... Man, I've already forgot who my tackles are. I used Matt Khalil for a while. I'm not sure if he still starts for me, but I'll take a look. I'll make some room for Tyron. He'll be on the roster for sure. But before I go to my reserves, I would like to check out the auction block and see what that collectible Ronnie Brown is going for. Because I'd like to make a few coins off of that. So it's a Chargers collectible. Come on, give me a nice 50K mark here. We're not going to go there. About 25. So I'll take that. I can put it up for about 25,000 and put a bid at 20. That's what I usually do. Oops, not starting lineup. Well, I will get to see my tackles here anyway. Jared Valdir. And I think, yeah, I'm going with the short pass chemistry, which I believe that was Tyron Smith's chemistry. So this is a really good upgrade, actually. As I have a full roster complete. Maybe I'll start using some of these contracts. I haven't used any in quite a while. You could send Givens up so he can drop some more passes in traffic. Yeah, exactly. Speaking of the Rams franchise, though, I have the video for Thursday and Friday done, which means the next Minnesota Dynasty and the next Rams franchise are finished. The videos are done. They're both rendered. They're both actually private on my channel. So they're just going to be uploaded later this week. And I'm using the new Randy that we got for free like a couple weeks ago. Because these ratings, an 80 overall does not have those kind of ratings. Those are good. Those are pretty good. So I'll be trying out Randy today. But who do I want to send to the minors? Oh, I have DeBrickashot too. I wasn't starting him. Tyron can play right tackle. He did for a year, I think. And then Andre Smith's pretty good. Maybe I slide him into guard. Although I don't usually play guys out of position. Stephen Bowen. I'll send you to reserves. Get a little bit of room here for Tyron. Whoops. I'm screwing this up as good as I can. Alright, one second. I wanted to check and see if that stream I just did, Don't Starve, archived to my channel. Past broadcasts, nope. Don't Starve. It was a direct PS4, like, PS share stream. And it was my first one I have done in a little while. And I just try to test it and see if it's archiving yet. Because I could do a lot more on my Let's Play channel with the PS4 streaming. Like, I've been playing a little Assassin's Creed 4, Battlefield 4, Killzone Shadowfall's like my favorite game on the next gen. Oh, and I better not forget to put that card up on the block. The Ronnie Brown collectible. Once this updates here, and then I'll probably do some contracts just to clean up a little bit of this space here. Oh, I have Thunder too. How much does that go for? I still have Cornbread. I always put my auctions up for like 5 hours, so it's usually one of the sooner ones to end. I'd like it to maybe even get bought in the duration of the stream. And I'll start the bidding at good old 22,000. How about that? How much does Thunder go for? What chem do you have running for your offense? I believe short pass. I'm going to do some roster changes here in a second. But I think the chemistry doesn't count if you play guys out of position. Let me take a look at the depth chart. Tyron Smith. I'm not playing DeBrickashaw. Now I am. I got some pretty good left tackles here. But if I go to right tackle and over Andre Smith instead, well, Andre's got 49 speed, man. Yeah, I guess I'm not too surprised. What's the chem at now? 63. So it did go up with DeBrickashaw there. That's looking all right. I think I'm going to stick with this. At receiver, I want to play with this Randy. I want to try it out. So do I dare start Randy over Aaron Dobson for a game to see how he plays? Let's see, how good is his release? Route running is just under Dobson. His release is less. I gotta try the Randy. I gotta try him out. We're gonna go for it. We got 284s on the outside. We'll see how this goes. On the defensive side, I think I'm good. So 3K coins, not really much I can do with that, unless somebody were to actually get that Ryan Matthews collectible. I'm not even sure the collectibles do. I've completely avoided collections on NCAA and Madden this year just because it's so time-consuming and boring. I just want to play. And not get demoted. Gotta win 3 of 4. Can't wait for the next episode of The Walking Dead. Yes, I wish they would have more release dates set before like the game came out so we can kind of know when to expect things to happen. But yeah, I mean, I streamed episode 1 like 2 weeks ago. Nearing 3 weeks ago. So I'm not sure. I forget how spaced out they were for season 1. I think they're like a month or maybe 2. Oh well. Telltale, get on Twitter. Tell us when it's coming out because I want to play it. Alright, and my volume is super quiet. You guys can hear everything good, right? There we go. Master volume. And we got Patterson taking it out. Welcome back to Ultimate Team, guys. And Patterson with a nice return to the 21. Average return. Below average return. I mean, he averaged like 35 a return this year. Although Week 17 did probably kill his average by a yard or 2. Nah, Chris, is streamed in archive. I checked just a little bit ago. Well, we got, look at this. Randy, Cordarrelle, and Adrian. Got enough Vikings. Oh, my. Well, Clay Matthews is there, and we're going to take a look at his roster and see what we have to deal with today. My last opponents have been very strong. Good teams. Hard to overcome some of the mismatches, especially on the front four, now that my interior is a weakness. But he's got Aaron Rodgers, C.J. Spiller, Mike Tolbert, that's a nice card, Antonio Brown, Percy Harvin, Randall Cobb, Jordan Cameron, Jordan Reed. He's got a more balanced line than I do. He's got a Robert Quinn, maybe the same one as mine. He's got a good team. Probably a little bit higher rated than mine, but not by much. A 90 D. Milner. That must have been a Week 17 fantasy. He's got Antoine playing safety. People do this all the time because Antoine gets bumped up to a high overall. But I usually attack because Antoine is tiny. And tight ends happen to be not tiny. So when you hit the seam with the tight end going long, you got yourself a mismatch. But it's Madden, so it won't always work that way. Damn. 3 high? I'm going to go to the ground then. 3 high safeties, and we still can't outblock Kyle Williams. Give me a double team or something there. Three high again. I should be able to take advantage of this defense. And that's pretty good coverage. Let's see. Coming back. There we go. Gotta be patient sometimes. Darren Sproles. 31 yards downfield. There's not a worse feeling in Madden than throwing an interception against that kind of defense. But it feels good to run the football against it. I'm going to see if he's going to keep running it. I'm going to bring in another tight end and just play one wide. Oh, now he goes to a 3-4. Interesting. I'm going to eat up this first quarter. Another first down run for Adrian, just handing me yards by running quarters. 3 linemen, 3 high safeties? Come on. I don't understand the way some people play this game. How about a fullback dive? Oh, big hole for Michael Robinson inside the 5. 14 yards, and we're all so surprised, right? I form tight. The 22 personnel. 2 tight ends and 2 backs. He's got a goal line defense this time. It's a matchup. And Adrian Peterson into the end zone. Touchdown, Narwhals. That is a good start here from LP Field. When did I start using LP Field? I do not recall. Oops. A little delayed hit stick there. I always anticipate getting into interaction with a blocker. And I do it ahead of time. And a lot of times I end up just flailing. Missing. Alright, can we stop the run now? It's C.J. Spiller. Once he gets outside, it's done. We'll play action there. And Kuechly! Interception! He telegraphed that one. That one was a little easy. Off to a good start. Trying to cut through that really tiny crease there. I don't got Darren Sproles in there. I got Big Adrian. Still get 4. Who are my other backs, by the way? Let's use a little Chris Ivory. Give Adrian a break. I know his carrying isn't always that high, so I get kind of scared when I overwork him. So now we're going to use Ivory. Now watch this. I haven't been throwing the ball, so I don't think he is going to expect it. We'll see. It's going to be Cook and Antoine, basically. I hope he's playing his zone so I can just get matched up. Jared Cook, 6'6", on Antoine Winfield. Locker, end zone, Jared Cook for the touchdown. 2-score lead. I got G Fuel and I got V8 Splash Berry Blend. I like fruit flavors. What can I say? 14 zip. And I thought he was going to maybe break out to the left there, but luckily we were able to tackle. Is that Percy? Uh-oh. No. Last time this happened to me, I got a loss. And I don't lag out usually. We're still here in the stream. What's happening? We're still in the game for now. Now we're not. The connection to your peer has been lost. Is that so? I better get the victory. I really hope this gives me a victory. I got coins, not much. I'm not sure that's a good sign. I did lose contracts, I think. I'm not really sure. I'm going to give some guys contracts to free up some space. What I want to know is why he decided... I'm assuming he quit. And I want to know why he did on the kickoff. Oh my god. This has happened to me twice this season. Where it just gets DC'd. I haven't lost my connection to the servers. I haven't lost my connection to PSN. I haven't lost my internet connection on my computer. I just get DC'd and lose. It was 14-0. That's dumb. So I think I really should be 3-4 on the season. Take a look at the history once this is once we get out of here. If I maybe I get DC'd in the first 10 minutes, and I'll be able to see it in a few. But man, that sucks. Those graphics though on the old Maddens. Now what do we got? I'm winning the toss. Kicking. Wish they had TCF Bank Stadium in the game so I could have that as my stadium and see what that's like on here. That'd be fun. The Firebirds. Alright, Baronis. Boot of the way. Let's not lose 7 in a row, I guess. Lose in quotes. Ooh, almost got outside on me for the 29-yard line. Let's take a look at this guy's team. Colin Kaepernick, so we could see some option. Thurman Thomas, that's going to be trouble. I think I've played against Thurman once or twice before. Good receivers. He's got the same Jared Cook as I. And he always lags when they get to the old lineman for some reason. Better offensive line than me, it appears. Better defensive line. It's a good team. Janikowski and Pat McAfee. Alright, let's play. Hopefully don't get disconnected. I'm the first person to lose a game in which I did not... I'll be the first person to lose a game where I didn't allow a single point. Wrap your head around that one. What is he going to throw at me? Split backfield. We got good coverage. Oh, come on. You got to make him lose the yardage right there. I knew he was going to be trouble. I got Thurman Thomas to worry about, and I got Vontae Leach apparently breaking tackles off of catches. Hey, Ken, what was the best bowl this year? I watched a lot of really good ones. Like, all the games I watched were really fun. There was the Alabama-Oklahoma game. I think that was like a Sugar Bowl or something. There was the... Or was that Fiesta Bowl? I can't remember. Whatever one Johnny played in was really fun to watch. Damn, he's got some wheels. The BCS National Championship was very good. Like, I'm not a very passionate college football fan, but I like watching the bowl games. I like watching guys who are going to go pro on big stages. So that's fun for me to watch what Johnny did in the Chick-fil-A Bowl, was it? I can't remember. As Victor Cruz beats him for 25 yards. Yeah, I watched the Duke and A&M game was maybe my favorite one. Let's see, he's going to hand it off to Thurman. Right side, trying to find the edge. There we go, Kuechly. Holding the 3. Yeah, and Johnny Manziel said he's going pro today, so obviously being a Vikings fan, I gotta take some notice. And I like, I've watched a few games with Johnny Manziel. I haven't watched a ton, but I've liked what I've seen. There again with Luke Kuechly. We're gonna get 26 tackles like he had in that one game. What was that, against the Saints? No, the Vikings pick 8th, and more importantly, they pick after a lot of quarterback-needy teams. So I'm interested to see what they're going to be left with if they don't trade up, because they could have some limited options. Come on, get there, Brock! He caught it. Stevie Johnson, first down. See, I got beat on man coverage on that last 3rd down, so I wanted to go zone this time. And I expect him to run on 1st down, so I'll play man. Well, Manziel, they get drafted by the Vikes and Canes, Rams franchise. That's true. He went 4 overall, I think. And the Browns are sitting there at 4 overall. In real life, that is. Gonna be going outside again. Trying to, it looks like. And instead, cuts upfield and gets 6. Wow, first quarter already coming to a close. I'm still waiting on Trey to announce if he goes or not. Yeah, I want to see him too because I like Trey Mason. And the Vikings could use another running back, especially with Toby Garrett probably testing free agency. I like Trey. Come on. See, we're doing a good job so far on tackling Thurman Thomas. I want Trey Mason to go pro and get drafted by the Arizona Cardinals. Having him and Andre, they're like the same thing. They're similar, I think. I don't know, I was kind of hoping that by the end of the year, Andre would be getting like 18 carries a game for the Cardinals, but that didn't end up happening because Mendenhall played a decent game. And now he's got a Walter Payton quarterback, and for some reason, that had to be put in the game. That was a great idea. Probably the same guy who came up with having food in the game. Come on, trying to go outside. We're playing the run. We're playing decent. 5 carries, 15 yards. Second down. Got double coverage on Thurman Thomas here. And he's going to pass. Slants all over the place. Good coverage. Gets rid of it. I was hoping he'd force it. I think our defense is playing good so far. I don't really have much to complain about. Can we press him, though? Covering that middle. And there we go. He's beat me on that twice now with Victor Cruz. Alright. I want to look at that play one more time. I'll let the clock run down while I wait for this to load here. See, the stream delays used to be about 4 or 5 seconds, and now they're more like 15. Yep. That's a man beater. I'm not helping a lot with my safeties because I'm using them to fill in the run game more. Because I feel like I'll get burned if I don't. But Patterson on the return. Cordarrelle. Uh-oh. I'm outside. And Patterson. Goodbye. That's what he does. Cordarrelle, that is what Cordarrelle does. Our offense still will not see the field. So yeah, one of the reasons I want to know, like I talked about one of my last streams about like a Ultimate Team history book type of thingy, where it showed your career stats for your Ultimate Team. I want to know how many kickoff returns for a touchdown I had with Cordarrelle Patterson. And I don't want to give one up right here to Patrick. Ladarius, thank you. Which Patterson is that? The Fantasy Edition. Someone was nice enough to give me that once that came available. And it's been returning kicks for me ever since and doing a very good job at it. We got to get some good zone out here, though. I think he's going to run it. Oh, he's passing. Dump it off. Uh-oh, nice play. That's one hell of a play right there. Thank you, Leon Hall. How long you been streaming? I think about a half hour. First game ended up being, I was up 14-0. Opponent DC'd me, and I got a loss for it. Imagine that. And then I started this one up. We've had a pretty good game so far. Although I've had the ball for about 12 seconds. Or however long it takes Cordarrelle to run for a touchdown on a kick return. That's the 2-minute warning. We might see about 4 snaps on offense. I want to win a game of Madden without getting any snaps on offense. See if I can stop him here. Get the second half kickoff. Return that for a touchdown. I got a shot at not needing a snap to win this game, but things got to go really well for me for that to happen. Might be a stretch. Do you play coin or player games? No. I have 3,000 coins. I'm not into that stuff. I don't collect. I just play. Uh-oh, screen again. And I get caught catches me in a zone, and it's another 6 yards for Thurman Thomas. Yeah, I wonder where MJD is going to go. I see a lot of people talking about him in the comment section. I would expect him to go. I'm sure the Jags have a ton of cap room, though, so I wouldn't be so surprised if he stayed. Oh, no, a short pass, and he got Earl Thomas blocked out of the way, and Jared Cook ran over Darius Webb. Okay, then. Touchdown. So far, we haven't gotten a stop. That was rough. I'm going to switch up a defense a little bit next time. And now a sky ball. This is going to be Patterson from the 11-yard line. Get in position, guys. Patterson stopped at the 26. What a disappointing return. Now I got to snap the ball. We're not ready. First down and 10. I like that play. I'm not sure I've really seen that one much before. That's a fake to the fullback. And the running back just releases out into the flats. I like that. Gotta hurry things along here, though. Get a first down here and burn the first time out, maybe. Slant, middle, Victor Cruz. Let's burn one. Yep, it's Fantasy Patterson. Got Moss going long. I haven't thrown it to him yet. And Locker gets sacked. Wonderful. Loss of 9. Oh, we gave that one up. So under 30 seconds to go, I got 2 timeouts. So what we got here. Sit down right there, Adrian. Thank you. Run after the catch. Nice job. Timeout. At least a field goal here. I'm not going to play ultra aggressive. Of course, I'll throw a 35-yard pass note. The sideline and triple coverage will be a pick. We'll see. Patterson over there, Moss right there. And Victor Cruz. We can get out of bounds on this. Or we can try to score. And I'm just going to settle for a... I could have ran out of bounds there, but once he dove and missed, I'm like, I got a shot. Oh well. Instead of one on my field goal, and I'm getting it. I thought I had a better chance, actually. If he were to play a smart defense to defend the end zone, then my chances would have been very slim to get a touchdown just because, you know, jump balls don't always work the way they should on Madden, and defenders attack the ball more. So it would have been a risk to try to take a shot at the end zone. So I'd rather try to make a guy miss with Victor Cruz, and it didn't happen. So for the field goal, no biggie. We're down 4, and have the football again. Patterson! Dang, I missed that juke bad. Can't I just move the camera to the left and right? Let me call a play here, and I'll tell you, because It's hard to tell people control sometimes when you don't have one in your hands, you're not doing it. You hold right trigger and then left stick, left and right. In case you're uncertain about who's on the outsides. So now we're going to go with Darren Sproles. Good blocks, and I probably screwed that up, but I got a first down. I want to call that fake fullback play action again. Actually, I'm going to go with a little waggle. First and 10. I got Johnny Carlson right there. Wide open. Got a block from Randy, and Carlson to the 46. There we go. How many times have I ran the ball in this game? Like, 1? 2? I think he's expecting a run this time, especially with the tight end in motion. Up the middle, Adrian. There we go. Run it once more with Adrian Peterson. And that's a nice play. Ran right at him. Luke Kuechly. So a critical 3rd and 7 when I haven't been able to stop him on defense. I'll find a good play for this one. I think that slot post might be the deal right there. Cover 2 defense if the safety backs off. Let's see. I'm going to have Patterson go deep. The safety's got to make a decision on either Cruz or Patterson. Could be a wide open post over the middle. I'm going to send Moss long in case the safeties both go to the deep guys. Then Cruz is gone. There we go. Cruz over the middle. First down. Back to Adrian we go. Bread and butter right here. Look at him power through that Kuechly tackle for a gain of 5 or 6. Like it. Wish I had my Minnesota Dynasty playbook here. I could do an inside handoff out of the pistol to Michael Robinson. And our first down run right here. We're going to eat up this 3rd quarter. Wonder if you'll see me sneak little Sproles in the backfield in this one. We'll have Moss go all the way across the field in case this screen doesn't work. Okay, but it's gonna. Darren Sproles, I'm being chased by Kuechly! God! Alrighty, Madden. People are saying the Rams should take Watkins. At number 2 overall, that might be a bit early. I forget where their actual pick is, but I'm sure it's after where Watkins would probably go. That would be pretty exciting, though. People wanted me to take him in my franchise, too. Seven completions in a row. Am I 7 of 7? Oh, I got Sproles in the game. I forgot to put Adrian back in there. I'll go with it. Sproles! He sneaks through for a first down. Nice job, Darren. I hate this play because sometimes it won't hand off to the fullback. Michael Robinson, touchdown. We take the lead. There we go. I have loved my offense in this game. The whole stream, really. What is that, 4 drives, 4 touchdowns? No, we settled for a field goal on 1. That's right. But efficiency, I like it. Now can we play defense? And most importantly, probably stop Patrick Peterson on this return. It's all you, Ogletree. Oh, he called the bad return play. Thank you for that. 75-yard field in front of him. Hoping the Vikings select a coach soon. Not that I want them to be in a hurry or anything, but there's some good candidates out there. I don't want them to get snatched up if the Vikings can reel them in. I want Mike Zimmer right now as the Vikings coach. I read some good things about him, and he's been Bengals defensive coordinator for I'm not sure how many years. But, you know, Leslie was a defensive coach, but I don't think he was a very successful defensive coach. I mean, he came to the Vikings as a DB coach from Indianapolis. And I don't think that means much. Vikings defensive coordinator for a little while, and I don't think the Vikings really had that good of a defense. They haven't as long as I've been a fan. Not from my standards, anyway. They've been able to rush the passer. I don't call that a defense. My philosophy is if you can't stop the pass, and if you're not good on third down, then your defense isn't good. I don't care if you can rush a passer. I don't care if you can allow 40 rush yards a game. You got to stop the pass, and you got to be good on third down. Those are the top two priorities for me. And obviously, pass rush comes into a factor with those things, but need good DBs. You can't melt down on third down. Handoff, Thurman Thomas. We got to force a fumble here. Big Earl, come on. Oh, not that big. He's only 5'11". And Thurman Thomas is down to the 23. Wonderful. Come on, guys. Kaepernick once again. Thurman Thomas. I missed. He did a decent job there. Thought so. Thurman Thomas down at the 6. Yeah, I could have let him score. I'm playing aggressive here, but I do have all 3 timeouts. He's a goal-to-go situation, so he's not going to be able to kill the clock on me. I'm still hoping for a turnover. Come on. First and goal. He's going to run the clock out. That's smart. Oh, he's going to snap it right there. Going outside. Thurman Thomas. Touchdown. So it looks like I'll be taking... What do I got? Minute 21. He's going to take a 4-point lead. Oh, he's going for 2. Thank you so much. I was hoping you would. Because now you just made it a field goal game. I'm not sure what good that did you. Or could have done you. In this situation, 4 and 5 are equal. They're meaningless. Patterson's taking it out. Let's go. Patterson. Uh-oh. Trying to get outside on him. Patterson to the 37. All we got to do is get a field goal and force overtime. Of course, I'm not. That's just a fallback. First play. Sproles. With the speed, I got tripped up somehow. Come on now. Second down and 4. Locker. No! Third and 10. And a big one. I'm not sure if I trust Tyquan Underwood here. Oh, trying to step away. I got to burn a timeout here and get a good play on 4th and 18. Oh, my goodness. I was looking to see what that linebacker would do that was kind of in the area of Antonio Gates, because that's who I wanted to go to. Who I thought I could count on there. Now it appears we got to go stretch the field. All right. This is the biggest play of the game so far. Let's bring Moss in motion a little bit. Do I have him selected or not? There. Because if he goes long, I don't want to throw that far across the field. It becomes a further throw that way. So if Moss is open deep, I want to be able to hit him. Then I'll send Sproles on the wheel. Here it is, guys. 4th and 18. Locker. Come on, Randy. Got it! One-handed Randy Moss. Only he makes that grab right there. Welcome to the team, Randy. Damn, what a grab. "60-yard field goal from here." Can't wait to watch that again. I can't believe he made that catch. Randy Moss. Now what do we got here? I'm going to get rid of it. I think what I'm going to do here. He hasn't been able to stop this yet. If I can get... I want to get 8 yards on this play. The goal is 8 yards to get into where I can trust Baronis. Run the ball, spike it, see what I can do. I got 7. Now we're going to spike it. Look at that. Everybody's already close to the line. That's perfect. Oh, I just spiked it and made it 4th down. I'm dumb. I should have called hurry up, ran the same play, and then kicked the field goal. 53 with Baronis. Can Baronis hit this? I don't think his leg is the strongest. Cover 2 defense. We're running the play. Gates! Come on! Right there. Field goal range. Alright, now I can trust Baronis to hit this. Alright, 20-20. I didn't want to play for overtime. But we are. I think to hit a 53 with Baronis, I would have had to be darn near perfect. And when I'm playing online, I don't usually count on the kick meter cooperating. And I'm not getting the football first. Let's hope I get it at all. 20-20. Here we go. Called the bad return play again. Someone force it free. Down at the 18. All right. You can end the game with 82 yards. We got to step up. No turnovers in this game. What do we got here? Oh, God, he's scrambling. It's Walter Payton. Of course. I didn't catch that. I didn't get the memo. I'm keeping my speed out there in the nickel. Kaepernick's in. Just to let everybody know. Screen. Again. Stop him. Come on. Come on, guys. He's going to throw it again. Quickly! Caught it in traffic. Jared Cook. Come on now. You haven't seen the Rams franchise? That doesn't happen. Come on. He's going to hand it off to the right side. No, 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 not that one. No! Thurman Thomas. Jarius Byrd, I missed him. Force a fumble. Somebody. We got to get a huge turnover. It's going to be the only way. Handoff. Thurman Thomas. Whoa, what the hell happened there? Ogletree, we need you. Oh, I put him Greenway. Crap. No one's made a stop in this game. He's held me to field goals. That's as close as we've gotten to a stop. I'll bring up the 4-3. Two-minute warning. Come on. Just get trigger happy and throw it. Throw it. If you beat me, I want you to beat me on a pass. That's what I prefer. Handoff, Thurman Thomas. Stop. Fumble! And of course he would recover. I'm not getting that opportunity again, am I? Wait, overturned. So he lost a yard. It wasn't actually a fumble. And so it lost a yard for him. That's funny. So I wouldn't have actually had the ball anyway. I think I'm going to keep calling this zone blitz over and over again, though. This is one of my favorite zone plays, period. And a toss. Thurman Thomas stopped again. This is one of my favorite plays, though. Zip, shoot, gut. And I trust it. And it's a screen again. Thurman Thomas broke a tackle and touchdown. Oh, my goodness. I've been demoted. I was diving there at the end because I was trying to get to the closest guy, and I didn't think didn't happen the way I thought it would. Called that screen all game. And he broke a tackle on it, so I can't say we didn't cover it well. We're going to have to make some upgrades at some point. I got a decent amount for losing. I thought you got that much for winning. So that season has come to an end, sadly. In case, like, my next game is I quit, I'm going to do one more game. I'm just going to grab a thumbnail quick. It's a stadium curse. Get a new one. We'll be playing at CenturyLink after this. You know I'm going to have that 4th down catch by Randy, though. Look at this. Randy coming across the middle. One-handed. That's my guy right there, Randy Moss. I'd like to get a little bit closer. There. This was a really cool play. Look at Randy. I'm good with that. I can find a way to make this work, probably. Yeah, it's pretty good. Alright. We got another game. This is going to be the start of the new season, too, so maybe we can get that off to a good start. We got 250 viewers up until this point, too. Cool. Stadium upgrades. Doesn't appear anybody bought the collectible yet. I'm going to check the bids. Let's see, Baronis, kick power. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to renew him. I think I could get a Blair Walsh or something there. A stronger kicker, I think. Yeah, let's check the history here. You're not going to be able to see my last season, so I can't show you how many DCs there were. I think there were 2, and obviously 1 that was in this stream, but I'm 35 and 20 total. And I'm just going to check on some upgrades, potentially. I could check out, not my bids, my auctions. I think I need upgrades on defense, though. I mean, against these teams, I've had a lot of trouble getting stops. So I'm thinking corner. Let's see if I can get anybody. I doubt I can for 4,500, but I want to get somebody in this range. Ooh, nice Tim Jennings. That's a nice card right there. Yeah, I'm not affording anything here. Pass rush and man defense. Well then. The D's are the cheapest. I start Kerry Williams and I start Tremaine Brock. Both fantasy cards, I believe. Rod Powers, Brandon Carr, Antoine Winfield Elite. Did Winfield even play a preseason game with them? I'm not sure he ever put on their uniform. Cortez Allen. They're out of my price range now. So let's just jump into another game. And I've lost quite a few in a row. Well, lost quite a few in a row. Should be one, but it's not. So I believe I've been demoted. And now I gotta win 3 games. I couldn't even do that last time. Here we go. It's a new season. Clean slate. Search legendary receiver for Vikings. I think there's a 99 Randy or a high 90s Randy. I've seen it before, I think on Twitter. So I have been demoted, so I expect I'll be playing against maybe slightly worse teams than before. Which means if that's the case, I gotta do a better job upgrading my roster during this season. Narwhals win the toss. Kick it. Oh, I didn't change stadiums. I want to play in Century Link Field. Questfield's a better name. Not a long kickoff, and here we go, we're underway. And this kick return goes to the 24. So let's see the rosters. What do we got today? We know we're going against an Aqib Talib, which was returning. That's interesting. Russell Wilson, 78. Chris Johnson. Yeah, we're seeing it's not as good a team as I was facing, but at least it's not a guy with all 60s. Now, this guy's probably a little bit lower, close to mine. Talib's his best player, it seems. Should be a good game. Hopefully I get a victory and actually receive it. No, if we lose this one, though, I'm getting rid of this LP field immediately. So it's going to be Chris Johnson. So we got to defend against the speed, and we're off to a good start. Nice job, Alec Ogletree. Little no huddle. So what do you want to do after you have a failed play? Hurry your ass up and do it again. Ooh. That would have been a good call had it been a little bit later. Can you after a left guard in the center? No, those are two priorities on offense, but to me, offense isn't my priority. It's all about defense now. And it's 3rd down and 10. And they'll hand off inside to Chris Johnson, and he's ripped down by Broderick Funkley. And he's like, don't worry, I got this. Going for it. So here we go. Can we get a stop here? Russell. We have good coverage. And it's overthrown, incomplete, and turnover on downs. And from the 28, I think we'll give it to 28. See what he can do. Hand off. Adrian's got 3. The Comet Pass. Gonna throw it with such velocity. It's gonna turn into an asteroid or a comet. I don't know the difference. Rolling. I wanted to take a shot there at the end zone. Instead, I'm gonna try a sideline with Locker and get 1 yard. We're gonna go twin tight end here. I don't like how much of an angle that is. I wish it was a little less subtle. Or a little less of an angle so Moss could take it to the back pylon. Something like that. No, didn't work either. Try it. Waiting. Oh, come on, get upfield. I think I can get there. Nope, I can't. Sproles, thank you. I almost passed the line of scrimmage. I had so much time to process so many different decisions right there. At least it worked. Whether it was the right decision or not. Counter. Adrian. Get past him. To 2. What do you think about Jordan Lynch? I have not seen him play very much. I watched a little bit of a highlight video. I watched like 2 minutes, and I watched him throw 2 passes. So, I know people talk, I've heard a lot of people say he's like the next Tebow or whatever, which I assume just means he's a running quarterback that can't throw. I don't know if he can or not. I know he scored a lot of touchdowns. $7-0. Good start. You know, that last game where I lost, 26-20, that was one of the... Well, I don't know if I should say it's one of the best games I've played that I've lost. But offensively, it kind of was. I settled for a field goal twice. One at the end of the first half, one at the end of regulation. Defense was pretty bad. I didn't give up any big plays, but I gave up a lot of little ones in succession. Alright, what's it going to be this time? Russell. Whoa! What happened, Tremaine? You're my rage quit machine. You have me raging with another play like that? Damn. Ooh. Middle again. First down, Stevie Johnson. He's attacking my Tremaine Brock. Very nice. So go to man. Or zone, I mean. And Russell, what are you going to do? Chris Long, 14 yards. And hurry on, guys, 70 yards this way, because we're running the hurry up. Whoa. Tremaine? You're lucky we have the sideline. Tremaine Brock's having a terrible game. Well, it was a cover 2, so I'm not sure where the safety was. Or was it cover 3? What are they audible to? Whatever it was, someone screwed up. I'm not a big fan of that. Third down and 24. Uh-oh, we're going to get there again. Dropped-ed by Jarius Byrd. And now we've discovered there's a punter on his team. And he will kick it. And he does kick it pretty well, too. So it's Patterson on a punt return, huh? Not bad. I want to see what it'll do when I come out in a jumbo package. Sometimes I call plays or formations just to see how they match up. Not because there's a particular play I want to run. This is the same thing that happened in the first game of this stream. Let's go. Except now my interior linemen are strong enough to get the job done. And I will not leave this formation until you make me. You know what? Why am I not running no huddle? I should be running no huddle in that situation. When you have a team with a bad defense out there, you destroy them with no huddle. And now he comes out running his 3-4. Ooh, I got outside. I got lucky. I did too. Let's give Adrian a little rest. We're going to throw... Let's see what Michael Robinson can do being the lone tailback. Michael Robinson for 11. Let's get one more play on it for the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
And that's my worst play on the drive, a 2-yard gain. I think Adrian's ready. Wish there was a toss out of this.
Let's go.
Run a counter. Adrian inside, and only 2 yards or 3 that time. He'll use a timeout like he should. And after one receiver, we're going to spread him out a bit. Sproles, come onto the field, please. We got Cordarrelle and Moss on the outside, Cruz and Underwood. And here we go on 3rd and 5. Locker, end zone, all by himself. It's Cordarrelle Patterson. (14-0). Read Madden 25 God comment. I know you're a Vikings fan. I can give you BCA Greenway and a 92 Flowers. Reply. I have the BCA Greenway. That's what is starting on my defense. The Flowers would be nice, though, so I might take you up on that one. I'll put a card up after this is over, and you can offer on there if you choose to. And thank you. Russell, out of the pocket. What is he going to do? I almost got roughing. Tremaine Brock's having a terrible day. Luckily, I injured Stevie Johnson and knocked the ball free. Tremaine Brock is having an awful game. Uh-oh. Ah, Earl. Intercepted. We drop a lot of picks. We drop a lot. Only pick I have today was a user pick with Luke Kuechly. Then I had one on a 2-point conversion, which I think you should be able to return those like you can in college. Russell, oh, he's going to come back for it, and that's a mistake. I'm going to burn a timeout right there. Kane needs to put some 16-game contracts up for trades. Yeah, I don't think it actually matters what I put up. Because you can just offer me anything, I think. Usually I put up a gold player, because that's what I think you had to do in the past. Do they even have a trade block in Madden 13? Did they, like, take it out last year for some reason? Anyway, I love me a 4th down stop, or 2, so hopefully we can get one here. Come on, 4th and 6. And to the outside! Hung on. That would have been a great time for a drop. And now we'll hand off to Chris Johnson. Good luck with that. That's BCA Chad Greenway. He goes nowhere. And now passing. I don't know what that was, Donovan McNabb. That was a nice throw. Donovan McOnehopper kills 4 worms on that pass. No gain on the play. Kane, who do you want the Vikings to draft? Well, I do like Johnny Manziel, but I have doubts about whether he's going to be available at number 8. They could trade up, but I can't even say I would doubt it. If they want a quarterback bad enough, they will trade up. And Tremaine Brock blocks it with his head. I don't even call that a good play. He wasn't looking. Now what do we got? It's 4th and 10. Mr. Keep the punter on the sidelines. All right, 4th down and 10, everybody. Can we get a big stop on this one? Everybody's going long, and he's hit by Robert Quinn. The pass sails incomplete. About 5 yards downfield. And it is my football. That's what I'm talking about. Uh-oh. Dandy Randy. No. Adrian. Robinson. Should have called an audible there when he brought the safety down. I'll take Randy one-on-one. Use my X Factor back, Mr. Darren Sproles. Do a toss outside. Darren gets the edge. Nicely done to the 17. My split shotgun formation. Darren enters the game again. Got the C routes on the outside, Cruz working the inside, the flats are taken care of. Let's have Adrian sit down, but I want to hit one of these C's. And I'm going to hit Randy, end zone! Touchdown, Randy Moss! All he does is make spectacular plays for me. The one thing I don't like about those C routes at all is how long they take to develop. But today, pass rush has not been an issue. $21-0 for you Europeans out there. $16 seconds to keep this a shutout. In the first half, anyway. How long have you been streaming? We're nearing an hour and a half. This is the last game of the stream. Then I'm going to be hopefully having some spaghetti here soon. I'm hungry. Uh-oh, screen. Very good play call there. And he gets 7, doesn't get out of bounds, so he has to burn timeout. If you were a quarterback needy team, and maybe your favorite team is, who do you want in the draft and why? Let's say you have any quarterback from your any quarterback to choose from. You can have Bridgewater, you can have Manziel, Derek Carr, Blake Bortles if he's coming out. I think he is. I don't know. The choice is yours. Who do you take? Well, he's got 4 seconds. Not a bad position here to give yourself a shot. Maybe you get a Josh Freeman out there. You know, your ringer. Just throw it deep. We got the great Randy Moss. Wait, no, Stevie Johnson. I thought it was Calvin. Never mind. And I think that's Sidney Rice, not Jerry Rice. Sacked by Robert Quinn. He's nice. I thought he had Calvin, Randy, and Jerry. He had Stevie, Sidney, and Randy. Bortles, Bridgewater. Manziel. The Manziel bandwagon is hot right now. His last game was good. The Derek Carr bandwagon is empty. His last game sucked. A lot of disappointing overthrows in that one. I was hoping to see a lot more from him. But, you know, Russell Wilson coming into the draft as he makes a nice play on the ground here. Russell, I watched the Senior Bowl. The Vikings were coaching that game, and I believe they coached Russell's team. And I don't think Russell played a very good game in the Senior Bowl. So you can't always judge by their last game, whether it be regular season, bowl, Senior Bowl, Shrine game. Russell didn't even have a good Senior Bowl. He missed a lot of throws that you want NFL quarterbacks to make. There was like I think a corner out in the end zone, a couple others that he missed on, and I was kind of disturbed by that. But obviously he's fine, so can't judge it by the last game all the time, or any game, any singular game. Come on. And the screen! Randy! Wasn't spectacular, but it's first down. He's excited. How much is that new playoff pack coming out tomorrow? I'm not the one to ask about packs or anything in this game. I could not tell you. I have not bought a pack, and I do not plan on it. I have patience with Mutt, and I've also had subscribers who've been nice enough to give me cards for nothing, essentially. Mutt this year is probably a little bit too much of a grind fest. I mean, I like a little bit of grinding. I remember in the past how teams were always like 99, you know, just a few weeks after launch. And you look at me now, 55 games in, what, like 6 months in almost? I'm an 87, 88. Is the PS4 store down at the moment? I don't believe so. I've had a lot of problems with the PS Store, though. A lot of times I go to click on it, brings me to a blue screen and won't load. And that's what happened last night when I wanted to download Don't Starve. So what I did is I have the PlayStation app on my phone, and I was able to, it connected to my PS4 automatically. It's like, I see your PS4 or something like that on the machine. And I went to the store and I downloaded Don't Starve from my phone. So try getting the app if you have that as an option. Got it! Ah. Super Bowl predictions. I usually dodge this question because I don't like predicting things during the season because the NFL is a wacky game. I feel like I'd be boring as hell saying Broncos and Seahawks. I'll think about it. I'll think about mine. Uh-oh. 184! This one is Randy down at the 1! 2! Come on! Do they have any fades that I can easily find? First and goal. And a little play action. And I'm lucky that actually it might have been picked off that I've been able to make that throw. I was hitting circle. I should have hit triangle probably.
Let's go.
Trying to jump over Adrian. We didn't get it. I'm trying to leap up and get in the end zone. We're going to do the waggle. Third and goal. Locker, fakes. John! Oh, I thought he was going to miss that. I tell you what, Jake Locker, you missed that. You're off the team. But touchdown, John Carlson. Reaches out those long arms and snags the 2-yard touchdown pass. 28-0. I like a lot of the receivers in this draft, but I wonder which one's going to go first, because I'm not assuming that the team that selects a receiver first is going to take Sammy Watkins, because you have a lot of different receivers in this draft that are all first, second round caliber. Sammy, he's a big, I don't know how big he is really. I don't think he's super tall, but he's a fast playmaker. He can make things happen. Some guys are looking for something different. Some guys are looking for a guy like Mike Evans, 6'5", big, tall pass catcher. Then you got Marquise Lee, who I think is different from all those two guys as well. You also got Jordan Matthews. There is, what's his name from Penn State? Alan Williams or something. That's Vikings defensive coordinator. Allen Robinson. Look at that, Robert Quinn, the beast. There's a lot of different receivers, I want to say. Whereas I would have probably compared last year's receivers. I don't know, we had Patterson, Austin. Those two are different physically, similar play styles. Then you had Robert Woods and Keenan Allen, who I would compare a little bit towards the top. Justin Hunter was a little bit different from him. Maybe I'm not really onto something here, but depends on what a team needs. Because, I mean, if you're the Vikings, you don't need a receiver. So if the Vikings were to take one, I wouldn't expect a Sammy Watkins. I'd probably expect a Marquise Lee or Mike Evans. Did I miss anybody? Sure I did. How about that small slot for Texas A&M? Is he draft eligible yet? He had like 3 touchdowns in that bowl game or whatever. So with the Texans having the #1 selection, who do you guys think they should take? I mean, you could take Jadeveon Clowney and pair him up with J.J. Watt. They'd play opposite sides, defensive end in that 3-4. That would be fun if you can get Jadeveon's ass in gear. I'm not sure if he was lazy or very conservative this year because he didn't do anything. The Clowney hype is gone. Not saying he's not going to be good, but no one's excited about him. We haven't had a reason to be excited about Jadeveon Clowney since he blew up that Michigan running back last year in the Outback Bowl. Since then, we've had speeding tickets and non-existent play. So you guys saying Bridgewater, Manziel, Bridgewater, Teddy, Johnny Bridgewater. I like the combination there. Need a safety. Jeff Heath is horrible. Oh, that's a Cowboys fan talking. Maybe you'll be lucky enough to end up with a guy like Clinton Dix. Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry. Oh, yes, I like Odell Beckham a ton. I really don't know much about Jarvis Landry. All I know is that he said he's going to the draft. But I have seen Odell Beckham play, and I like him a lot. What about that Williams kid from Boston College at tailback? He's big and fast. Andre Williams, right? What is his draft grade at this point? Give the ball to Adrian a little bit more. Trying to put this game away. No, I'm not thinking they take Williams that high. I was just thinking about prospects that have some hype. And no, I wasn't considering Andre Williams for #1 overall. I think they'll take a quarterback or a defensive lineman. Their old line's been very good for a long time, so they wouldn't be taking one of the tackles more than likely. I think Dwayne Brown's one of the best. I mean, Clowney, he's there. But do you take it? What position do you think the Lions should attack this draft, Kane? I say the Lions got to go after some secondary. They haven't been a big fan of taking corners high. And I think that their first-round pick should be probably top corner available. They addressed safety in free agency last year, getting Glover Quinn. That was a good signing. But I don't think Chris Houston is good enough to be a number 1 corner. I think he's more suited to be a number 2. So I wouldn't like them to make this decision because I think it would be smart, but I would think it'd be smart for them to go after one of the top-rated corners, which I think is like Ifo Ekpre. I don't know how to say his name. Oregon corner. There's like Luchis Purifoy. Don't know how to pronounce that either. Darquez Dennard. There. I can pronounce that one. Unless I screwed that one up too. I have before. He could be available for him. Michigan State product. But there we go, guys. I got my victory. And there was no disconnection. Nothing bad this time. Never say never. Moment of the game. Jake Locker to Cordarrelle Patterson. The Randy one was better. But both Randy and Cordarrelle had a touchdown in this game. And we recorded the victory. 1-0 on this new season. Ekpre Olamu is staying at Oregon. I did not hear that. But it could be a little crowded towards the top at corner, so I'm not really sure how good he is. Like, I haven't seen the guy play. I read scouting reports every now and then. I hear names. I remember the names. I got 6 months when the draft starts, so I'm in no hurry. I was not looking forward to the Viking season being over, despite them being a 5-10-1 team and severely below 500 all year. I knew that the offseason would come soon enough, and I would be hating it. Hate they pushed the draft back, though. It's long enough of a wait for me. Look at this, Randy. Randy Moss says hello. Straight cash, homie. Alright, guys, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed Madden 25 Ultimate Team. And I'll see you guys soon. Tomorrow, either going to be Rams franchise or Minnesota Dynasty. I haven't decided yet, but they're both done. So Thursday, Friday, Minnesota and Rams. In no particular order. We'll figure that out tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Hope to be streaming again. At the latest, probably Saturday this weekend. But have a good day, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. If you watched Don't Starve, hope you had a good time with us. But see you later, guys. Have a great rest of your day.